The day a goalkeeper scored a hat-trick. The José Luis Chilavert story. A goalkeeper scoring a hat-trick? In a real professional football match? This isn't a Sunday League blooper. And no, this isn't fiction. This actually happened. It was November 28, 1999. A packed stadium in Argentina. And one man, wearing gloves, stood over the penalty spot. Not once. Not twice. But 3 times. And he buried all of them. 3 penalties. 3 goals. A hat-trick scored by a goalkeeper. Let that sink in. Because in over a century of professional football, no other keeper has done it in a top-flight match. Only one man. His name? José Luis Chilavert. He didn't just save goals. He scored them. This is the story of the goalkeeper who refused to stay in his box. A story of rebellion, precision, controversy, and pure belief. This is football retold. A rebel is born. To understand Chilavert, you have to go back to Luque, Paraguay, 1965. A working-class neighborhood. A house full of noise, love, and survival. José Luis was the 3rd of 8 children. The family had little, but they had discipline and dreams. From a young age, Chilavert showed something different. Not just talent, but tenacity. While most kids dreamed of scoring goals, José had an obsession with stopping them. But even as a young keeper, there was a twist. He wanted to do both. He trained endlessly, not just on reflexes, but on striking the ball. Free kicks, long passes, power shots, all with his left foot, all self-taught. While his friends idolized Maradona, José studied Ubaldo Fillol, René Higuita, goalkeepers who dared to be different. But even they never imagined scoring regularly. Chilavert wasn't just dreaming. He was preparing. Beyond the line. He started his professional career at Sportivo Luquino, then moved to Argentina with San Lorenzo. But it was in Spain, at Real Zaragoza, that he began attracting attention. Yet the real story begins when he returned to South America, joining Vélez Sarsfield in Argentina. At Vélez, Chilavert didn't just protect the goal, he commanded the pitch. He was loud, aggressive, unafraid to shout at defenders, coaches, even referees. But when set pieces came around, something unheard of happened. The goalkeeper walked forward. Not just occasionally, regularly. To take free kicks. To take penalties. Imagine it. The keeper marching 80 yards upfield, placing the ball with swagger and curling it into the net. Not once. Not twice. Dozens of times. It wasn't for show. He genuinely believed he was the best man for the job. And, most of the time, he was right. The hat-trick that shook football. Then came the day that made history, November 28, 1999. Vélez Sarsfield vs Ferro Carril Oeste in the Argentine Primera Division. Vélez was the stronger side. Chilavert, by now, was a household name, not just for his goalkeeping, but his goal-scoring too. Midway through the match, Vélez earned a penalty. Everyone knew what was coming. Chilavert jogged forward, calm and controlled. Boom, goal. Later, a second penalty. Again, Chilavert. Same result. Now, the crowd was buzzing. Teammates were smiling. Opponents shaking their heads. And then, the third penalty. The referee pointed to the spot. Could it really happen? 3 penalties. 1 match. 1 goalkeeper. Chilavert didn't blink. He placed the ball. Took a short run-up. Boom. Goal. A hat-trick from a man in gloves. In professional top-flight football. No one had done it before. No one has done it since. But Chilavert didn't go wild. No knee slide. No shirt off. Just a slow walk back to goal. Finger raised to the sky, as if to say, "I told you." The Bulldog of Paraguay. But Chilavert wasn't just a legend in Argentina. For Paraguay, he was a national symbol. A captain. A warrior. They called him El Bulldog, the Bulldog, for his fierce expression, compact frame, and aggressive style. During the 1998 World Cup, he nearly scored from a free kick from midfield against Bulgaria. Yes, a goalkeeper nearly scored from halfway in a World Cup. He captained Paraguay not just with his saves, but with his voice. He demanded everything. From his teammates. From officials. From himself. He didn't fear conflict with players, with coaches, with FIFA. He even took football authorities to court over player rights. Some saw him as a troublemaker. Others, as a truth-teller. But no one could say he didn't care. A keeper like no other. Let's talk numbers. Because Chilavert didn't just break the mold, he shattered the stats. 67 career goals. Let that sink in. That's more than many strikers. 8 of those came for Paraguay. He scored in Copa Libertadores matches, World Cup qualifiers, league games, you name it. In 1994, he led Vélez Sarsfield to the Copa Libertadores title, and then beat AC Milan to win the Intercontinental Cup. He was named South American Goalkeeper of the Year 3 times. And in 1997, he finished 7th in the Ballon d'Or voting. A goalkeeper in the Ballon d'Or top 10. Unthinkable. Unless your name was Chilavert. But beyond the goals and awards, he gave goalkeepers something much more valuable. Permission. Permission to lead. To express. To go forward, in every sense. Legacy of a game changer. Today, we praise goalkeepers like Neuer, Alisson, and Edison for their feat. Their boldness. Their playmaking. But long before them, Chilavert had already redefined the position. He wasn't part of the defense. He was part of the attack. He wasn't just a leader. He was the face of his teams. And he wasn't afraid to say what others wouldn't. He criticized corruption, fought for fairness, and stood up when silence was the safer option. He once said, "You have to fight for your dreams, even if you wear gloves." It wasn't about scoring goals. It was about daring to. He showed that greatness can come from where no one expects it, even from the goal line. José Luis Chilavert was more than a shot stopper. He was a force. A rebel. A trailblazer. He challenged the unspoken rules of football and rewrote them. And that day in 1999, when he scored a hat-trick, wasn't just a record. It was a statement. That even the man in gloves can change the outcome. That even the one tasked with stopping goals can decide games. So next time someone tells you goalkeepers shouldn't leave their box, tell them about Chilavert. Tell them about the hat-trick. Tell them about the keeper who wouldn't be caged. If this story touched you, subscribe for more football stories. Let the legends live on, one voice at a time.